Hi everybody, welcome back, Mage Dark Ages with me, Sid, and yeah, for those of you who, oops, hit the wrong key. For those of you who missed the, and oh no, I'm still recording. My God, I thought I'd hit all sorts of wrong keys there. Who missed the live stream this week? That's because we didn't do it. We did Enchanted Tech, my current little guilty pleasure. So I've tidied up my inventory somewhat since the last episode. I was surprised when I logged in because I was over here kind of ish, and obviously the buildings loaded in and the entities loaded in first, and they really do like this house. Some of them slept in this house. They like this house. They don't recognise that at all, that as a house. So, yeah, there's emeralds. Wow, you should be ashamed of yourself. So anyway, let's leave them doing their thing. Let's head out this way and get into the blood magic area. Obviously a magma cube or two has died out this way. Good, we can hear the little tippy tap of feet below. Right, so I thought we'd start off today with a little teeny bit of blood magic. We're not doing any big blood magic today. We are going to ultimately get on and get the Nova stuff done, but I wanted to have a play with some sigils. And let's get the blood magic bag for starters. The blood magic bag. In there at the moment we've got a divination sigil. And that's pretty much it sigil wise. And now in here, have we got any sigils? I can't remember what ones I've made. You know, it's like you do all these things and then, yeah, we've got the sigil of the Green Grove, which is the usual suspect one we go for. And that's about it again. So we really haven't played with sigils at all much this season. And there are a lot of fun sigils to play with. I mean, there's the usual ones that we can do with a bucket spell, but we could have a sigil. That one we could do, void sigil. You've got the air sigil. Now this one's quite a fun one and maybe worthwhile doing. I think we've got some reinforced slate already, actually. We have. Excellent. Now if you've not seen the air sigil, where have you been, for one? Because the air sigil is one of the more common ones that you do. And you also need a gas tier, don't we? A gas tier, and we need a blood orb of some description or another, and then a give me a crafting table. Oh god, let's get that out and pop this one in. So this is old territory for me. This is the air sigil. It's nothing overly rare, and it basically allows you to zoom around as you've got. And, oh hello. But it is actually a really fast way of travelling as well. I recently, if you've watched the live stream, you saw that I've been using Psi to achieve the achieve the same thing. I thought I'd figured this one out, by the way. I saw a picture on the Ars Magica wiki which indicated that these needed to be in the corners. I tried it in a creative test world. Still took me ages to get a baby villager, but made no bloody difference, so I'm still none the wiser on that. So that is the air sigil, an absolute brilliant sigil. Air sigil there. You've got fast miner, not really at much point because we've got the dig spell, we've got elemental affinity, which obviously is gives you fire resistance, all that usual stuff. Hasty speed, holding. We may want one of those actually. So we're going to need an imbued slate, normal slates and stone. If we're going to play around with sigils, we may want... Got an imbued? No, we've got demonic. Oh yeah, we've got an imbued. What I actually need is blank slate. Okay. Get myself some stone. I only need 4, so we may as well just cook those up quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I only needed 3, but you know, that and all. There we go. We'll let that cook through. It should cook really quickly with that, because as I say, we've got blank slate set as an option. I say it should cook really. Yeah, there. That was another one went through. So that will give us the holding, which, as I say, we will probably want anyway. I'll just dump you in there for now. Come on, cook faster. There's 3. We need 1 more, I think, for the sigil of holding, isn't it? Yes, and then 3 of those stone. But that's just to hold these. We've got the divination. We've done the sigil of Green Grove. Whirlwind. Not. I don't know that I played with that one actually. But some of these we need as recipes items anyway. So okay, and then once that's finished, we shall pop you back in. Thank you. 3 more stone. 2, 3. I'm just going to go over here, away from that damn magma cube. Should have realised when I set that up, these magma cubes are going to be a bit of a pain in the bum. There we go. So one sigil of holding. So your sigil of holding, if I remember rightly, you craft them together, don't you? No? There we go. Shift click. Right, so let us get in here. We're going to want the sigil of the Green Grove and the divination sigil. Now I think there may actually be an improved sigil of holding now. Let's just have a look. Is there a use for... No. Sigil of the blood lamp. Ender Severance, Suppression, Phantom Bridge, Unnamed, okay. Sight, Hands of Diamonds. I could have sworn there was an improved. Just goes to show you can't think. So divination sigil, obviously we can stick the air sigil and that in, and that just basically gives us those, and then you can scroll through and, you know, see what you've got. So, but the ones I really wanted to have a play with are ones I've not seen before. Let me just look at this chucklehead. Even though these guys do pack a punch. Die! Anybody else? Oh yeah, we've got more of them down here. Yeah, there's I've got several upgrades to God. No. Go away. All of you. Leave. Oh, damn. Yeah. This is not what we had in mind, was it? Alright. The problem with this is just going to keep going in a straight line. Incidentally, the other thing I noticed with this hell forest, ghasts. Yeah. This is probably one of my not so good ideas. Oh, out of mana. Come on, die. As I say, one of my not so good ideas doing this hell forest. Still, you'll live and learn. Well, hopefully you'll live and learn. I can't be done with that though. You will be trapped under a tree somewhere. Where are you, you swine? Then normally, there you go. They normally just spawn in and then do nothing. Damn it, this place is very unfriendly. Mind you, it is a blood altar, so... Anyway, we were trying to say, so the sigils that I have in mind, there's this Nova thing. So the sigil of transposition, I'm not entirely sure what that does. That is... no idea. We need to look at that. Sigil of the Phantom Chains, I have no idea what that looks. Used to contain monsters against their will. They don't appreciate it though, so yeah, no idea. Consumption does something. That's your sanguimancy stuff. Now the ones that I've seen is the Sigil of Building, looks quite good. That's Sigil of the Phantom Bridge in a blood altar. The Interdiction Sigil is the Sigil of the Whirlwind in a blood altar with 30,000, and the last one, the Entrapment Sigil, is that, which I think we can do pretty much off the bat. Let me just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's your 7th. We need an Ender Pearl, and this one's actually pretty cool. The others I do need to learn what they do, of course, but that's Ender Pearl. So one of you, and that. And that gives us the Entrapment Sigil, which we'll just go like this and go and pop out here quickly. Where are you? Hello. Bonk. Trapped him. Bonk. They don't last very long. So basically it's a golden lasso in blood magic, which is actually really useful because at the moment I'm using the Mark recall spell. So we needed, what did I say? We need an Interdiction, which is a Whirlwind, and a Phantom Bridge. So Sigil of the Whirlwind is Air Sigil, another Air Sigil. Okay, so another one of those. And then we need a Demonic Slate, some stuff and some things. The Phantom Bridge is a imbued slate with stuff going on there. Let me get those built. We'll have a quick play with them before we do anything if you've not seen these, and then we'll have a look at their upgraded versions. So back in a moment. Alright, so I think we've got everything. So if we take that, put 2 soul sand, an imbued slate and 5 stone, that would give us a Sigil of the Phantom Bridge. If we take 4 feathers, 2 Ghast Tears, a Air Sigil and a Demonic Slate will give us the Sigil of the Whirlwind. I really do not know what this does. Let's go and have a... Ooh. Looks a bit hairy out here. We've got... Is that actually doing anything? It doesn't appear to be doing anything at all. Or is it keeping them away from me? It's actually stopping them attacking me, isn't it? That's not working on that thing, but alright, anyway. Yeah, don't mess around with those, they hurt. So, let me just quickly clear these. Did we get there? Oh, a Vita. I don't want Vita. I already got a Vita as well. I don't want your Vitas. Right, so the sigil of the Phantom Bridge, if I remember rightly, yeah, there we go, allows us to, we can scale up and then continue walking on the actual Phantom Bridge beneath us. Now this is not one that I've really ever liked much. I just think it's clumsy. It's not a brilliant thing. So anyway, that was those two. We don't want either of those. We want better than that. So the building one is the sigil of the Phantom Bridge in the Blood Altar, tier 3, 5000 life. Yeah, we can do that. Well, we can if we can take out our orbs and pop that in. So we'll let that run. The other one which we wanted was the Interdiction Sigil, and that's 30,000 tier 4 with a whirlwind. So we'll do that one next. Oh, that's done. Hey, it's done already. We'll pop you in while that's cooking. So Sigil of Building. You can see it's trying to copy whatever it can. Now it can't build because we haven't got any of the materials. So yeah, that's obviously not going to work, but it's nearest thing I can, it's basically similar to the one focus of the Simulsac Structure, kind of a builder. What's the word? What's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, there we go. And that's the other one, the Interdiction Sigil. This one's pretty cool and will be really useful around here. What was that? Building, builders, builder's wand. Builder's wand. Hi. What was that? You can't get to me. What's the matter? It's basically it's very similar to, it catapults them away from you. They basically can't get near you at all. Sucks to be you. Which is going to be very, very handy for certain things I've got planned in the not too distant future. So that was those three things. I don't know what we've got. What do we have in there? I've got room for 2 more. I would like definitely that. You're not going to take them, you swine. And the Sigil of Holding doesn't recognise them. Great. Doesn't matter. So that was just a few of the blood magic sigils. Now, one of the things that I wanted to have a play around with well, there is blood magic, as I say. We do want to play around with the Omega ritual, but I think I'm going to do an entire episode just on that. And to do that, we're going to need to get Dawn, what's it called? Dawn runes, I think they're called. Yeah, elemental inscription tool Dawn, and then we need to upgrade a ritual diviner to the new one, which is going to be ethereal slate, which is tier 5 altar and demonics, and yeah, that will give us that, and then we will be able to make the Omega ritual. But it's going to use, I can't remember the exact number, it's about 2, maybe 2.5 stacks of ritual stones, so there's going to be a bit of a pain to build all of that before we start. I'm not going to want for any moonstone for a while, am I? So the other thing I thought was obviously the the enderman farm that we've got. At the moment, it's a little bit manual. Not hugely manual, but it's a little bit manual. And we do have, thanks to several, if I can find the relevant section, we have this thing, the kinetic attractor. So that's one way we can use to grind. We can do a attractor or kinetic, I think, and then the corporeal. I can't remember which way around it is. Hang on. You can click on it. Yeah, the corporeal. You can tell it to certain creatures by the looks of it, whereas the kinetic, I think, just does anything. Yeah, soul mold. So that's one option we could do, and we could get them in range of, I don't know whether we've even got is that the beast dynamicism tablet? That could be the one. It's the one that basically hits things with a sword. But there is an alternative that I was looking at. I'm just trying to remember where it was. Bases. To all these mods. And we're intimately familiar with. I want to play with these focuses as well at some point. I've done that one. I've already got that, but I should research it just so we've got it. We are intimately familiar with this if I can find it. Was it bases? What was bases? The spikes. Now we have met these, the void metal spikes, and basically these kill instantly anything that walks over them. They'll also not destroy items, also react to redstone the same way. They are, however, much more accurate in their job, which results in the foes dropping experience and aspects just as they got killed by you. Spikes, however, can't hurt void metal since they're made of it. Well, that's hardly going to be a problem. Thormic spikes, we need to do the thormium ones. They picky, destroy items, also says therefore not damage anybody if they're powered. And then obviously we need the iron spikes, which these are basically extra utility spikes plus. So what we need to do is, I think we're going to need to get a couple of things going. We're going to need to head over here and just check some numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 2, 22. 22 it is then. Okay, I don't want any of that. It's going to cost us a bit of stuff. But let's make this mob grinder really efficient. So we're going to need to first things first. We're going to need to make the iron spikes. Let's that is just iron nuggets, iron, and a small amount of ignis and pedito. And we need 22 of those. Let us do that. We can probably get away with thormium spikes if I'm going to be brutally honest. But let's not be tight. So let's get, no, that's enough for 3, 6. So that should be enough for 12. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 12 sets of those. Let me just double check what we're doing. That, and that. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, bang. And then we need a wand. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I needed 22, didn't I? Not 11. Okay, I need more iron. Not a problem. Iron we have in abundance. 2, 3, 4 maybe. That should be enough of those. 1, 2, like that. And 2, 3, 11, that's another, that's 12 there of those, and then that makes 22. Perfect. Perfect. We can pop that in there, and that can go in there for now. So that's the first stage, and the iron ones, as we say, it does say, or does it? You've created a block that will damage anybody who steps on it. However, it does also tears apart items dropped by fools. So that's our first bit. What's this? After killing a creature, the spikes get covered in blood. To wipe the blood out, you need to use your enchanted fabric on the spikes with fabric, blah blah blah. So these get grubby, and you need to use enchanted fabric. Blah blah blah. Sharper, step on them faster. They're also much more picky. They're also sensitive there. Now, presumably, we're going to need to clean these then, are we? That could be awkward. But if we're using thaumium on those, let's have a look. Thaumium, how much? So 22, 66 of each, isn't it? 63, 64, 65, 66 and some spare. And then, so the thaumium ones should be things. I hope I've got, I don't know. As I say, this is something I know. Well, obviously we know Paul's done this because we ended up with poorly feet. Let's just do that for now. We'll take as many of those as we can get, and then the same again, and we'll back that down a bit more. Oh yes, back that down a bit more, back that down a bit more. So that's the thaumium beasties. Not too bad. No exchange value unfortunately, but there you go. So that's the second level. Now the third level is a void metal. It doesn't say. Yeah. So void metal we need to make with metallum in a crucible and void seeds. Void seeds are not a problem. We've got absolutely metric crap ton of those somewhere. Speaking of which, we should also have a metric crap ton of knowledge shards that Paul left us and pointed out that we should have used to gain the aspects when we ran out of research. So let me find those while we're going, because I'm getting a bit forgetful these days in my old age. Oh, I'm getting a lot forgetful in my old age. What did you... you put them somewhere. What happened to the... Well, it's not that, that's for certain. I'm trying to remember what happened to the... And it's not that one. To the chest. What's in that one? Whole bunch of crap. A dolly with a better barrel. What is on there? We found him. Yeah, so should I wish to gain aspects, we can just do that. We shall never want for primals again. That might take about 4 hours to scroll down my screen as well. So yeah, so thank you Paul for that. I did forget, well I didn't forget it, I just forgot it. So we've got our void seeds, we need void metal, and that uses metallum, and it's 8 metallum per ingot, so we're going to need a fair bit of that. Now fortunately I should have a whole load of it. Metallum is one of those aspects that you just end up with so much of, because you know, if you're doing like I do and cooking down all crappy armor that you get picked up, you know, you pick up along the way, then you will probably find that you end up with quite a large sum of metallum, which is obviously really handy because it's dead easy then for me to do that and get a couple of those going, and the world is good and happy. So I'm going to cook those. Now those, we said, they go in with 8 metallum to make that, so 64 is going to go 8, 16, that's going to be 32 is 4, that's going to be 8 ingots per jar. and we need quite a lot. So let us just get one of these done and I'll be back. Okay, I know I'm coming up to 30 minutes, but we'll press on just to try and get this little section done. So that void metal ingots, I've got 2 jars, so that will make us 16, I think. 16 ingots maybe, off the top of my head. Yeah, but this is only half of it. The other half will be obviously then collection of the drops, which oh, that one's empty already, as you can see. So we can get more, but we know we need a stack and a bit. So it's 3 times 22, 66. So as soon as we know what 2 has managed, which is 16. We know we're going to need 16, that will take me 32, so 2, so I need 6 more to finish that stack of pearls. Okay, now while we're here, we need to get some of these going, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 like that, 1, 2, 3 like that, one of those, and that's going to go and give me the void metal spike, which obviously killed me so efficiently previously. That's going to go like so. So another, that is going to give me, it's not going to give me enough for another 2, is it? It's only going to be enough for another 1 there. Yeah, this is going to take quite a bit of this stuff. Let me get those going. I will also make sure that I've got enough void seeds, and yeah, I will see you after I've done a little bit of cooking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're going to finish the actual building of the improvement of the enderman farm thingy later, next episode. What I actually want to do is I want to grab some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and I need to grab a trapdoor, and hopefully this will work. One of the I was just coming up here and I thought, hang on, what I should do is while I'm waiting for stuff to cook, I should come up here and set this running with the 2 jars of metallum I've already got. And then it occurred to me that I could probably make this a little bit more sensible with the hungry chest. Because we can just set that running, it'll do its thing. We can come back down here, check on our jars of metallum. We can stick another one of those in. We can grab that, we're going to stick another one of those in, grab that, go back over here and go and see how that's doing. Safe in the knowledge that this guy should be making these absolutely fine and dandy, and that should make, once we've got, that should take us down to the 16. The last batch is down there. So yeah, so there's that element done. These are cooking, so I think we're going to have to start looking to using Thorncraft a little bit more canny, shall we say, a little bit cleverer than we are doing. Just to make sure that we are getting the absolute maximum benefit from this mod, because you know there's a lot of things we're doing that, like this, a little bit labour intensive, that we really don't need to do, because we've got tools to allow us to do it. We've got things like the mana mirror, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll finish that off, and these particular spikes off next time. We'll get the enderman farm going properly. I will need some means of collecting experience, and the public's probably going to be good old brain in a jar. If there were one thing that I wish I hadn't done when I started this mod pack off, and it has been really useful, so don't get me totally wrong, but I wish I'd not bothered with this. This makes so many of the farms and things we could be doing useless, absolutely pointless, because, you know, what's the point in automating a wheat farm when you can just go and say, give me several stacks of wheat, bang, done. Get one piece of wheat, you know, all the wheat in the world. And yeah, I'm kind of, if I was going to go back in time and change any one thing, that would be it. So yeah, anyway, we'll continue this next time, but until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. Not got a huge amount done, but we have played around a little bit with the sigils. Some of those sigils are going to be really, really useful. And until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.